Probably something like that would never actually happen in today's society, right? Right? Hello once again, watchers of good movies. My name is Nick Pell and this is once again coming from my apartment. Now today we are going to be talking about the film Money Monster. This is a film which had a trailer before almost every single film I have seen in the last 3 months. So I was very worried going into this movie that the trailer showed too much, because the trailer for this movie seems to show just kind of the general plot all the way to the end and generally how it's going to be resolved. And it's kind of true. I knew kind of where this film was going at all times. I knew kind of just the different scenes that were going to come up in this movie. That said, there was a lot of stuff in between those scenes which really added to this movie and made me really, really like it. Part of that is the fantastic performances in this movie. George Clooney is the main star of it. He plays the host of the stock market TV show, and he just kind of predicts stock market things and recommends people to invest in whatever. One day, a stock that he recommended to invest in a week earlier falls through, and Jack O'Connell comes onto the scene with a gun and with a bomb strapped to a vest, which he forces George Clooney to wear. And we have our movie as he tries to get to the bottom of what happened with this crash for this company and where all his money went. Julia Roberts is also in the movie. She plays one of the producers, or at least the director of some sort, for this TV program. And she's the person who is talking in George Clooney's ear for most of the time and kind of just trying to direct cameras and trying to get people out of the situation alive as best as she possibly can. And the performances, as I said, were very, very good. George Clooney was very charismatic when he needed to be, very serious when he had to be, and I really enjoyed seeing him. Julia Roberts also very good in this movie. But the standout for me was honestly Jack O'Connell. I don't believe I've seen him in very many things. If I have, I don't remember what it would be. But he blew me away in this movie. From the very first scene where he's introduced, where he has a gun in the air and he is just threatening George Clooney because of an investment that he recommended doing, which fell through from and lost him a lot of money. He just goes through a wide range of emotions in this movie, and I loved his character. Absolutely. They could have pinned him as such, just this villainous, crazy person who's like, oh, I lost a lot of money, I'm going to shoot everybody. No, there's a lot more to this guy than initially thought, and that was something which I really, really liked, is that they put a lot of background to him eventually throughout the film, and you really began to feel for him. By the end of the movie, I was very much on this guy's side, and it's kind of a split dilemma, because you know that this guy, he is doing this bad thing which is most likely going to get him killed. He has a person with a bomb strapped to their chest, and he has his thumb on the trigger, and he's also got a gun that is pointing at a hostage. He's not going to get out of the situation unscathed, and he knows that. And I really liked his performance, because it was the thing which kept me engaged throughout the whole movie, I think. Part of that was also just the high amount of tension which just remained for a large majority of this movie, from basically the moment that Jack O'Connell comes on the scene to almost the very end of the movie. Just the tension is just high, because you never know what is going to happen, really, with a lot of these characters. You don't know how the situation is going to turn. And there's a lot of very high intense moments in this film, and things which you don't really expect to happen or go a certain direction. I really liked that, because it kept the film very unpredictable when I thought that I knew everything that was going to happen in this movie going into it because of the trailer, and I really, really liked that. George Clooney and Jack O'Connell, they also have fantastic chemistry. They're the two people which interact the most throughout this movie, and just seeing their relationship develop throughout the course of the movie, from just like hostage taker to hostage, to eventually being comrades trying to figure out what happened with this company, why $800 million just suddenly vanished and the stock market plummeted and caused a lot of people to lose money. It's just a very interesting thing, and that's one thing that I think might throw some people, is the economic purpose or basis of this movie, because there's a lot of that stuff being explained, and as far as I could tell, it was all explained accurately. I'm not an economist whatsoever. I took a class in high school, that's about it, and so I understood it vaguely, and I think I got the gist of it, but people who aren't as versed in that field probably might be confused a little bit in some areas where a lot of stuff has been explained. I thought that they did fairly well with it, but it just might be something which might bug some people throughout the course of the movie. And the ending, like the last 20 minutes or so, is just so well done, because it gets past the point of the trailer where you don't really know what's going to happen, and it has such a satisfying ending at a point, and then I don't even want to spoil it because that would be an injustice to this movie. But the ending is very, very good, and it got to me a lot more than I thought I was going to. Guys, I definitely recommend seeing Money Monster this weekend. It is fantastic. I really thought the performances were outstanding. I thought Jack O'Connell just did his breakout performance in this movie. I hope to see him in a lot of more things throughout the course of his career because he is fantastic as an actor. And I thought the message was very, very good. I thought kind of the background, kind of investigation stuff, kind of how everything is kind of linked together and how many things go into something of this enormous of a scandal, and just everything in this movie I really liked. I couldn't really think of a negative for this movie because I was engaged for the entire time, which is very, very rare for a movie. It was almost 2 hours and it just flew by for me, which is very rare for a movie to do. And yeah, I can't say enough about this movie. I highly recommend going to see it, so that's all I'll say about that. But guys, those are just my thoughts on Money Monster. Let me know yours in the comments down below. Did you like it as much as I did? Did you hate it more than I did? Let me know. Like, favorite, comment, and subscribe once again if you so choose. I'd appreciate it immensely. And as always, people, my name is Nick Pell, and once again, keep on watching.